them to a good total and which we can chase easily.
And what do you think is a chaseable total?
Anything below 160 is we are going to take any day, but anything under 180 is going to be a chaseable total on this wicket.
And what's your team looking like?
We are playing with three fast bowlers and three spinners. Couple of changes because for the national duty of Nepal, 3 players are going. Basil, CP, and Vishnu are not available today. But we have a very formidable side. Inshallah, we are looking to win this game.
Good luck for the game.
Thank you very much.
Well, happy to bat first?
Yeah, it's okay. I think the wicket looks good. It's been prepared well. And last time when we played this game on this wicket, it was playing fairly well. So I'm okay with the batting as well.
And the chasing last time, it was very tricky. I mean, you're 4 down and 5 down when you got out, but somehow managed to just sneak through.
Oh, it was a very interesting game. But our middle order came through and brilliant innings from Fayaz and Fadi got us through. So the wicket played well. It was just a few soft dismissals from our end, and the wicket wasn't that different from first innings, so I don't think it will make much of a difference.
Very precariously placed, this group in particular. The other group is crystal clear, but you've won 4 games unbeaten, and still one defeat might just knock you out. This still becomes a very important game to win.
Yeah, it's good to see that because it's healthy competition then. There's no one team which is going through just like that. So it's a healthy competition and we are up for it, and we have a good momentum coming up with us during this tournament, and we hope we continue the same thing.
And what is a good score, do you think?
Anything around 160 is a very good total. As you saw last game also, 160 was a tricky total, but see, it's a good team that we are playing against, and any total we put on the board, we'll have to defend it very well because they have some good batsmen to bat on. Cannot say what exactly the total would be, but then whatever total, we'll try to defend it.
Good luck for the game.
Thank you.
Well, that's the news from the centre then. Of course, the captain of IGM, Yasir Kaleem, has won the toss and he is delighted. He's elected to bowl first. Right then, these are the 2 sides there. Interglobe Marine, Ahmed Shafiq, Asif Khan, Ataullah, Hamid Khan, Harry Bharwal, Hazrat Lukman, Mohammad Zahid, Sandeep Sandy, Shanawaz Khan, Tawqir Riyasat, and of course the captain and wicketkeeper Yasir Kaleem. For the Pacific Group, the captain Jiju Janardhan, Abhay Jotin, Adil Malik, Akif Raja, Ansh Tandon, Fahad Nawaz, Fayaz Ahmed, the 2 men who pulled off the run chase last time around, Irfanullah Khan, Mayank Chaudhary, Mohammad Mudassar and Mujahid Amin. So very good looking sides both, and of course they will be wanting to ensure that they put up a good show tonight, because this becomes somehow a very important game to win for both the sides. Now at the top of the table, Pacific Group with 4 wins, unbeaten, 1 defeat, might just mean the end of the road for them. These are the top individual scores: Salman Khan, Ronak Panoli, Alishan Sharafu, Asif Khan, Usman Khan. Asif Khan again, couple of hundreds for him. Then Usman Khan again with the 90. Ronak Panoli featuring twice there. Muazzam Hayat getting that 85 unbeaten last night. And of course 84 from Khalid Shah. Leading run getters, Ronak Panoli, very consistent, 295 runs for him. Usman Khan follows with 268. Asif Khan just 1 short of Usman Khan in 2 lesser games, 267. Of course, he's got a couple of hundreds to his name. Alishan Sharafu, 4 matches, 226, half of them coming in 1 innings. Salman Khan, 194, and the others in the 150s and the 130s. There you go, the umpires are making their way into the middle. So are the players. We'll dive into a short break. We'll come back with live action. Right then, all in readiness for action to begin. As Jiju Janardhanan will be taking first strike. The captain, he likes to get off to a good start, and of course the bowling from the Cricket Academy end, which means the shorter boundary is on the onside. And Ataullah will be taking the new ball. IGM will look forward to making early inroads. They do not want Pacific Group to get to a big total on the board. We've seen that 160 has been chaseable. Anything beyond has been trouble. Right then, first ball. Jiju on strike to Ataullah. Short and wide. That's been hammered away. Lovely shot again from Jiju to get off the mark. Brilliantly struck, and the slide comes in from Shahnawaz. Can't stop the batsman from picking up 3. For a moment I thought that he's got a boundary there. Shahnawaz almost diving like he was diving in a pool. Somehow managing to stop the ball. Now that is interesting. Fahad has come out to open tonight alongside Jiju. Fahad got a very good knock going in the last game. That's pushed straight to the fielder at cover. Oh, misfield. That will allow the single to be taken. Jiju back on strike. Opens the face of the blade, gets it past the fielder. And they pick up a single. It's just the kind of start that both the teams will be thinking, okay, no real flyer there, no real boundaries going through. So that would make IGM happy. Again pushed away, looking for a quick single, sent back. Rightly so. That's a dot ball, the first one of the innings. Full delivery, that's been driven. He gets a hand to it. They're going through for a quick single. Excellent running between the wickets there. Final delivery of the first over. It's Jiju who is on strike, batting on 4 of 2. Ataullah to bowl to him. Oh, that's a lovely shot. Bit of a fumble there from Shahnawaz, allowing the single to be taken. That'll be the end of the first over at 7 without loss. Harry Barwal will share the new ball. He's going to bowl to Jiju on the pads. Jiju has swept it beautifully. That will run away towards fine leg. And that's 4 more. Big swing and a miss from Jiju this time. Dot ball there. Harry Barwal greeted with the boundary up front. That shot, that's nicely cut away. Lovely shot there from Jiju Janardhanan. But straight to the fielder. Well, Jiju is someone who likes to get going. And goes over the top this time. Nicely struck. Hit along the ground. Stopped by the fielder. Okay, let me hit over the top. Second boundary of the over then. And again he goes for it. Again he has hit it in the gap. And it's the third boundary of the over. Off the back foot there. We've seen the one-legged pull. See the one-legged cut now. Last ball of the over coming up. And that's been tucked away for a comfortable single. 2 overs bowled. It's 20 without loss. Ataula to continue, and starts off with a delivery outside the off-stump, looking to cut there, play and a miss. That is a dot ball to start with. Alongside me in the comm box is Asim.
Good evening, Nishant. Good evening to all the viewers who have tuned into this fantastic game between men in blue versus taking on men in dark blue. Pacific taking on IGM. That has been pushed and shy the stumps there from Shahnawaz, but Fahad was not interested in taking that run. But it's always good to have that sort of an approach when you are coming into the game, trying to put the batters under pressure. But two big names missing out in this contest. Mohammad Wasim from Pacific Group and Asif Mumtaz from IGM. Flick nicely, but there is Ahmed Shafiq there manning that area. Will be a single for Jiju. Fahad is on strike, who hasn't faced enough there, just 3 deliveries for his 2. But Jiju has faced maximum balls here, 12, and scored 19 good runs there. So pretty good start here for IGM in terms of the extras that they have, I mean the kind of discipline that they've shown here tonight. No extras whatsoever. Good delivery, that was coming in to that right-hander batter, getting that inside edge. And usually you see that outward movement from Ataullah, but on that occasion, ball pitching, slightly nipping into the right-hander.
Yes, Basil, Rizwan and Vishnu. They are not in the side because of national duties.
Well, Basil anyways was missing from the lineup for a very long time. I'm not sure what the reason is, but looks like he's more focusing on keeping himself fit. Shot, glorious, Jiju Janardhan special there from, was pitched outside the off stump. And all he had to do was just put bat onto ball. Look at that. Look at the position he got into. On one knee and slicing it between the backward point and point for a boundary.
Yes, that was a good shot there. Just, I think this is not the first time he's played that shot. Even against Harry Bharwal, he played a couple of good-looking lofted drives. This is the thing about this man, Jiju Janardhanan. He can be very dangerous. Oh, that's a poor delivery.
Well, he spoke about extras. There it goes. First one there. from IGM, and it was a wayward delivery down the leg side. When you're batting so well and you're connecting the ball so well, you don't want to miss out on bad deliveries, and usually we've seen batters getting that slight nick or that glove to the wicketkeeper on such bad deliveries, Nishant.
Oh yes, and that's the worst thing to do as a batsman. That is the worst thing that you can think of. That's pushed away, and they scamper through for a quick single.
Wayward throw there from the fielder. And 3 overs gone here. Pacific Group 28 for no loss.
Jiju on strike, 24 of 14. Starts off with a delivery too far down the leg side.
Now that's a wayward delivery from Colonel Zahid. That has been a consistent problem. With the new ball, with the kind of swing that he generates, he should be effective, but it's just that he's not accurate enough in terms of his line, which is why he faces this problem of too many extras.
A bit of an in swing there. He played of the inside half of the bat.
Now this is top class running here from Jiju. He was running at the danger end, and after playing that shot, well, this is excellent cricket here from Jiju. Not timing, not the best of the timings there, but he knew that he's going to come back for 3. Look at that, always keeping an eye. Fahad was a bit hesitant whether he wants to go for it or not, but he said, it's your danger in, it's your call, I respect that, I'll go for it.
Fahad pulled off an amazing innings in the last game. Very well bowled. Plain a miss. Yes, in the last game when they were 5 down with Jiju also back in the hut, Fayaz and Fahad got together in that partnership, and Fayaz could actually anchor the innings because Fahad was hitting the shots.
Well, I always believed in that game that Pacific always had that chance because Fahad was still back in the hut there, and with the kind of form that he is in, well, it's you just can't write off the team if Fahad is still out there. You just can't write them off. Very good player, very talented player, and a young blood. That's what is important. He's been scoring runs, since the time he's playing competitive cricket in the academy. Wow, that was a good delivery. Very good delivery. Sharp one there. And Fahad adjusting it nicely. Well, had that throw been directed properly from Yasir Kaleem, Jiju would have found himself in trouble. We'll have to wait and see. It has been referred here at the striker's end. He had his gloves on and was always difficult.
"35 without loss in the 4th over. Fahad 5 of 6. And bulk of the strike for Jiju, bulk of the runs scored by Jiju.
Good cricket here overall. Positive stuff here from Pacific Group. Again, wide outside the off stump. We'll have to wait for the signal. Well, just within that tram line. Gets away from that Colonel Zahid. And after that, 1 ball 4 start for Zahid. I think he's bowled pretty well to cover things up.
Short and wide. Fahad now takes the aerial route. He says, "Thank you very much. Let me get into the act as well."
Beautiful shot. It was wide, meant to be punished. He was looking to play that shot over the covers. And this time slashing one to the boundary ropes. A good positive start here from Pacific Group.
Yes, lovely shot there from Fahad. That's what he's capable of. And again goes for it. This time it goes the distance.
Shot a boundary, and that was enough for it to sail all over. Hit it with power. That was key there. And over the head of Ataullah. Expensive over here. We said that Zahid came back strong, but Fahad came back stronger. 4 overs, 45 for no loss.
Change in the bowling then. Ahmad Shafiq is into the attack. Ahmad Shafiq bowled brilliantly in that Bukhatir league. He has got an opportunity to do the same here. Try and get some runs is what the batsmen are thinking, but he has to cut the flow, and that's a nice shot there. Cut off. We'll pick up a couple.
Well, this is good cricket here from Pacific Group. They have been out with a positive approach. They were being asked to bat first. And I think IGM are just relying on their strengths, which has been their batting. Bowling wise, they haven't been very, very impressive, I'd say. Played it up, chance for the fielder, and he takes it. Hamid makes no mistakes, and just as we say, Ahmad Shafiq strikes.
Yes, this is an important breakthrough. This is a very important breakthrough. Ahmad Shafiq, I mentioned, bowled well in the Bukhatir League. He has to come good here. And he has managed to pick up a wicket and get the breakthrough, the much needed breakthrough here. Jiju Janardhanan departs 29 of 17.
New man in, Akshay Jotin, and he's been welcomed here with a loose delivery which he dispatches. Gets off the mark of the very first ball. And he is getting onto the same zone. Poor delivery to a new man.
Because that was a gift. Abhay, who didn't get runs in the previous game, it was like telling him, okay, get some form in. Nicely bowled. Pushed away straight to the fielder. So 50 up in the 5th over for Pacific here. They look pretty solid at the moment.
Well, absolutely. I mean, if they get, anything above 175, I'd say they would fancy their chance because they have a very decent bowling lineup as well. Yes, they are missing out on services from Mohammad Wasim. They would have loved to have that sort of a, that captain's approach, that three-dimensional approach towards the game.
Good looking shot, but straight to the fielder. 5 overs bowled, it's 51 for 1. Bit of turn there for Shahnawaz to start with. He starts his spell.
Now, looking at that site, Mujahid Amin would love it. But then at the same time, you'd always fear the fact that there is Asif Lala and Yasir Kaleem and the opposition team. Now, what that means is they love playing on the offside.
And Asif Khan has been in such form. He's the 3rd highest run getter and he's played just 3 innings. He's got 200s. 200s in 3 innings.
Well, he's in the form of his life and, again, team announced that is going to Nepal. Shot! Glorious! Abhay Jotin special here. This is good one. It was over pitched. And with the amount of turn that Shahnawaz is getting, to play that shot requires a lot of courage.
Yes, going inside out over cover there, playing against the turn. Lot of courage needed. Completely agree with you on that. Cracking shot that from Abhay. Now on the pads, clipped away. Very fine. Asif Khan giving it the chase. They're coming back for 2. Good running between the wickets.
This is excellent stuff. They're keeping the basics in check, and that's a good approach here coming in from Abhay Jotin and Fahad Nawaz. Now, they've got to be focusing on building a partnership. It's worth 13 runs. They've got to add another 20, 30 odd runs. Try to take it to the 3-figure mark. Short delivery pulled away. Harry Bharwal will do the cover-up job there, but could have gone for the 2nd run maybe. Harry doesn't have the strongest of the arms. But nonetheless, they stick to 1.
And this time, Fahad decides to do the same thing. Going inside out over cover. Shahnawaz started the over brilliantly. And it is just not ended as well as he would have liked. 6 overs bowled, 65 for 1.
They went all over the park there. Janardhan was the star halfway, but then Fahad Nawaz wasn't kept silent. He went played his shot, played around, and that's how he departed. Keeping on to the surface then. A very positive start here for Pacific Group. They've lost 1 wicket, but a very, very strong start.
Nicely cut away. Lovely shot there. There is a fielder in the deep.
And they managed to get 2. Easy 2 there. $67 for 1 here. Pacific Group. Abhay Chotin will have to play that anchor for Pacific Group the way he has been doing. He did it in the Bukhatar League as well. Some runs required from him. Punched off the back foot towards cover sweeper. Will just be a single. I'm keen to see what Fahad, what sort of an approach does he have? Does he go across the line, trying to go for the shorter boundary? And both these batters, they love to play extra cover. And with that bigger boundary, I want to see if they want to fancy that big gap. Plays it down the ground towards Cow's corner for a single. Ahmed Shafiq has been pretty consistent with his pace that he's offering to the batters. Just not giving it that extra push onto the ball for now. But there is an interesting change in the field here. He has 2 men covering that cover area. Sandeep Singh brought in a bit closer.
Shortish delivery there, looking to go for the pull, hasn't timed it.
Again, the ball, the surface is doing the work here. The ball is sticking onto it. It had that grip coming in when the ball pitched. And a similar sort of delivery that got rid of Jiju Janardhanan.
And he's cleaned him up. Shafiq has struck for the 2nd time here in 2 overs. Fahad looking to go for that big slog across the line, dragging it back onto the stumps.
Well, that was way too ambitious in his approach there. Fahad making his way back to the pavilion. And Pacific Group, they lose their 2nd. Fahad back out for 21 of 13. Should have looked to get that milestone. Not to be so tonight. His night ends here as a batter. 70 for 2. Wide down the leg side there. What a successful over here this has been for Ahmed Shafiq. He's just not giving pace to the batters here. And the surface is actually doing a lot for the spinners. Quick single taken. Sandeep not the quickest among the lot. And Ahmed Shafiq is not happy because of that. 7 runs coming off it. Very successful one. 72 for 2 after 7.
Nicely bowled by Shahnawaz now. He probably would enjoy bowling to the left-hander.
And a left-hander who's come in very new. He doesn't like to go big immediately after he comes in. That has been cut very late there from Fayaz, but straight to the fielder. Back-to-back dot balls for Shahnawaz. He would want to cover up his first over here. Wow, the ball kicked and it spun big. Took Fayaz Ahmed by surprise. What a delivery there, Nishant.
Beautiful delivery. Excellent delivery. Nicely driven this time.
Well, they would definitely not take the arm of Tokir Riyasat because he's has a very strong arm there. And Fayaz definitely would not underestimate with someone who he has played with. He has seen Shahnawaz bowling very tidy here. Very, very tidy.
Yes, the first over was pretty expensive. Is trying to make a recovery. And Abhay backs away and cuts it well. Look at from where he cut that shot from outside the leg stump.
Well, watching the ball right till the end, that has been the key behind Abhay's success. And how well does he do that? Playing with soft hands, looking for a quick single. They'll get it comfortably there. 8 overs gone now. Pacific Group 75 for 2. The entire Pacific Group will be backing Fayaz Ahmed to play right till the end because you know how dangerous of a batsman he is. He pulled that game against short delivery pulled, but Tokir is out there in the deep, will keep it down to a single. And a very strong throw coming through from the deep.
So Abhay is batting on 18 of 12 right now.
Well, how often do you see fast bowlers standing up close to the field? You see there Hazrat Lukman standing way close out there in the catching cover. Have to see his reflexes if a ball goes there. Quicker delivery. And nicely dealt with there by Abhay.
Now Shafiq has picked up a wicket apiece in both the overs that he has bowled. Nicely bowled this time.
Well, who do you think should play the second fiddle here? Should it be Fayaz? Should it be Abhay?
Well, interestingly, Abhay has liked to play second fiddle, liked to be the one who bats through. But in T20, we've seen him bat differently. Fayaz, on the other hand, in the last game also, he batted brilliantly. And Fahad was aggressive, so that helped him. So I think Abhay might just want to take the chances here.
Well, I think if they just calculate and play a very simple cricket here, they should focus on getting that 100-run mark just under 12 and over. You have last 8 overs, focus at 10 and over. You have 180 on board. Wicket's not easy. Got to be playing very sensibly. But we'll have to see what plans do they have here. 9 overs gone. In fact, a ball to go here. They're still scoring at 8.9, almost 9 and over. And getting to that 100-run mark in 12 overs, 11.5, 11 and a half, 12 overs. Will not be an uphill task for them. It's just that they need to play around there.
And
that missed everything there. You'll have to wait for the umpire signal. Did that take the pad? Oh, well. A different sport being played there.
no signal from the umpire. So that's 2 off the bat. 9 overs bowled, 81 for 2.
Well, did that take the bat? Well, looks like it did. It's not able to get connection there. Tad too early on the shot, in my opinion. Gonna go hard. Shanawaz. Quicker delivery through the air. Fielder putting in that chase, looking for 2. And he'll get it. Good running, good alertness there.
There's a little bit of fumble doing the trick there, enabling Abhay to come back for the second. And Abhay is very quick between the wickets, so if he's running to the danger end, he will give it his all. And he goes for it again, this time straight to the fielder.
Batting very sensibly there. Abhay Jotan, 23 of 17 deliveries. Fayaz, 7 of 10. Trying to build a partnership here, worth 14 runs at the moment. And the required, the run rate at 8.8 right now.
Oh, slog sweep, play and a miss appeal there.
And Fayaz giving that smile to Yasir. What are you appealing for? Sharp turn there. A very unusual shot from Fayaz on that occasion. Ball spinning, pitched out, way outside off stump, going across the line. That's what Fayaz we know for. Now this is a A poor throw from Tokir. Should have gone and played it safe to the wicketkeeper. Look at that. Strong throw, but strong throw doesn't help if it's not directed in the right place.
No direction at all on that one. So final delivery of the over coming up. That's nicely slapped away through the offside. Good shot there. But straight to the fielder. They'll amble across for a comfortable single. 10 overs bowled. It's 87 for 2.
Good bowling, good start here from Ahmed Shafiq. He's just not giving pace. And what that is doing is, it is getting that extra grip from the surface and rest. What you can see here, Fayaz is facing a lot of trouble here. Trying to invent a new shot.
And very good trajectory being bowled by Shafiq to Fayaz, if you look at it. He's not giving him anything to play with. This time a lot of loop. Fayaz just tucks it away. And they pick up a single.
And Ahmed just a bit upset there. Shouldn't have been a single according to him. The question here is when will these two try to cut loose? We are at halfway mark, 88 for 2. Pretty decent score. And I think with the kind of batting that Pacific has, they would want to take it as deep as possible here. Probably cut loose after 15-16 overs.
Very nicely played. Again, a comfortable single. I think that probably both these batsmen realize this is the last over of Shafiq. So let's not do anything silly in this over.
But if you look at the things here, the ball is doing the talking from both the ends. Shahnawaz has bowled brilliantly after getting hit for 14 runs in the first over. He's bounced back pretty strong. That has been pulled nicely, but Harry Barwal will cover it up. Positioned very smartly there by Ahmed Shafiq and Yasir. On the spot in terms of their field placement. Pacific 90 for 2. 11th over in progress. 3 runs of this one. Excellent bowling here.
Oh, looking to go for a big shot there. And what an excellent spell this has been from Shafiq. You have to give him all credit. 4 overs, 2 for 22. It's 90 for 2 after 11. And there goes Fayaz. Massive hit.
Short delivery and rocking onto the back foot immediately. That was needed. Look at that. Poor delivery from Shahnawaz. Meant to be dispatched, and he dispatched it on the roof.
Go fetch the ball then. And he goes again. Okay then. Send somebody to stand there.
Because Fayaz has changed his gear. He has pressed the nitro. And how convincingly he has hit that one. He loves playing that slog sweep. And suddenly we see Shahnawaz being belted for runs. And I think he has to be blamed for these hits that have been, for the runs that he has been taken for. Because if you notice the previous 2 overs that he bowled, he slightly was outside the off-stump bowling at that 5th wicket mark. And then suddenly he comes closer to the stumps and now getting hit for runs.
Yes, he's done something differently in this over. He has given the loop, he has given Fayaz the room to free his arms. And that has not worked out well for him.
Well, absolutely. He needs to make sure that he gets back on his line, which was paying dividend for him. It's just that trying to experiment too much on a shorter boundary is not going to help you. Let's see what sort of thinking cap does he put on here against Fayaz.
Sam Fayaz pulls straight to the fielder in the deep. They pick up a single.
That is the channel that we're referring to here, Nishant. Keep it outside the off stump. Give it air. Let the ball turn. Exactly what you were referring to. This was where he got success. This is where you need to bowl continuously. You have to be consistent with your line, especially when you're bowling to the shorter boundary. Fayaz was lured into that. Again, outside the off stump. This is excellent bowling here from Shahnawaz. Good recovery, I would say. 12 gone, 105 for 2. A misfield there from Asif Lala. Harry Barwal been brought back into the attack, and he will be bowling from the SCA end, which is the far end. And that means that he'll be bowling to the shorter boundary, to the right-hander. He's pretty much, when you talk about the match game, he's still safe because he's bowling to that big boundary. But it would not matter to Fayaz Ahmed, because if he strikes them, he strikes it very big regardless of the size of the ground.
Yes, the size doesn't matter for him. Absolutely not. But yeah, he's clever enough to try and utilize the short boundary as much as possible. But then, if given the opportunity, then he won't mind going for the longer boundary either. That's what he's like. And Abhay, on the other hand, is that street smart cricketer who would play cheeky shots, who would use the gaps brilliantly, and then all of a sudden, he will hit one explosive hit out of the ground.
Well, now is not the time for Abhay to go after it. To be honest, he should wait for the fast bowlers. He has a different plan though, but he's choosing his areas which are not going to be risky.
That's Abhay Jotin for you, and that's what I like about his gameplay. We saw this even in the Bukhater League. Of course, in the Bukhater League, he had all the time in the world to do whatever he had to do. But we've seen this in the T20 League earlier as well, when he has come out with some quick-fire cameos. Oh, that's a poor delivery. Very lucky to get away with there, Harry.
Well, looks like Fayaz was a tad too late when he chose his shot. But good that he kept it on the ground. Otherwise, that would have been a miss-hit to the bigger boundary, where the fielders are already at least 10 yards inside, 10, 15 yards inside.
I just thought that probably he just tried to hit a little too hard, and that's why he came late on the ball. Oh, slog sweep attempted off the inside edge this time. They should get two quite comfortably. No, they won't.
Well, could have been an action replay of Fahad Nawaz's wicket. Well, how does that wicket look with an orange helmet? A different bowler, different batter, different result. Ball to go in the 13th, 110 for 2. 5 runs coming of this one. Very good over from Harry Barwal.
Nicely punched. Down the ground. Single taken. 13 ball. It's Nelson for 2. Hazrat Luqman into the attack. A little late. Starts off with a wide.
Well, Yasir is not happy there with that decision, but well, nothing wrong in that. Wise call there from the umpire.
Yeah, I think so. It was the umpire's call because it was, to me, pretty much on the line. And as we keep saying, the line belongs to the umpire. And we'll ask him why this match is so very important is that Pacific Group, even after winning 4 games out of 4, if they lose this, it might be the end of the road for them because they have 8 points with a net run rate of 1.2. Now, Vision Shipping, they have 6 points in 4 games. And he's gone for the pickup shot there. Once again, trying to utilize the short boundary. Asif Khan doing the fielding. They come back for 2. Good running. And Vision Shipping have 3.36, the net run rate, and they have 6 points with a game to go. Now, Interglobe Marine, they have played 3-1-3 with a net run rate of 2.9. So if they win this, Vision Shipping, in fact, Interglobe Marine are almost certain to go through to the semi-finals.
Pretty interesting. So it's a must-win game here for Pacific.
And that, despite winning 4 out of 4. Big appeal there. Can't be given out. Pitching outside leg stump is what I thought. And Fayaz, that's a little bit uncomfortable, yes.
Well, definitely not the most pleasant place to get hit. Bones don't break, but hurts more than a broken bone.
Short ball. Fayaz has gone for it. That's the short boundary. And he has picked up a 6 there. Nicely struck.
That's the advantage of having a left-hander in your team. Always plays with the field. This is top cricket here from Fayaz. Look at that. He is overtaken by Jotun. Didn't even realize. 36 of 28.
Yes, advantage of having a left-hander and making him bat. Fayaz has not come out to bat in the 18th over like Pant did.
You've got to be using your resources properly. Shot, glorious. This is exploiting the field setup here. This is very immature stuff from Hazrat Luqman.
Now, I think Fayaz, with the experience that he has, he was expecting this to be full and wide outside the off stump. He bowled short on the body, got pulled for a 6. Well, what's the bowler going to bowl next? Full outside the off stump, and he just did that.
Well, honestly, that's very immature approach coming in from Hazrat Luqman. That should have been a shot outside of stump.
Nicely played again. That was, I think that was the delivery. Good change of delivery there, and Fayaz played it well as well.
Now, you have a very less margin of error when you're bowling in that channel. It's not going to be easy to be so accurate after missing one on the previous occasion. You've got to have have a lot of guts before you bowl in that channel. If you miss, you get hit for another one. 125 for 2. Short delivery, just not getting hold of that one there. Just a single for Abhay. He'll keep strike. 14 gone. 126 for 2.
And Harry Barwal into the attack. Abhay goes for that slog across the line. Single taken.
I won't be surprised if Fayaz Ahmed goes inside out. He loves playing that as well. Or maybe stepping down the track, going downtown, coming to the pitch of the ball. Because now this is that area where he'll try to, express himself as much as possible. 127 for 2 after 14.
Oh, just that. Just that. He was just trying to do exactly that.
Well, we talk about intentions, we talk about executions, lacking on the latter. 128 now for 2. They have improved their run rate now to almost 9 over.
That was hit with a lot of power. Look at that bat speed there. And a fumble. That will be 4.
That's casual. I feel for Harry Barwal here. You got to be feeling for him. These are those moments where the fielders need to back. That's not a regular side from Tokir. He is not a sloppy fielder, mind you. That happens, but just happening at the wrong time. Because this is switching momentum in favor of Pacific Group.
I completely agree with that. He will be disappointed. Nicely played again, but straight to the fielder. Now dot balls are difficult to come by. And Abhay, now the shots that he's playing, just look at the bat speed he's generating with all these shots. His intentions are to get more than one every ball.
Now it's more about what energy he conserved. Now he's trying to transform that energy into his bottom hand and trying to make full use of it. This is good stuff here from Abhay. Nicely cut away. There is Colonel Zahid covering it up. Now the overall morale of the team, Interglobe Marine, it looks on the downward side. Not the typical IGM that we have seen in the previous games. Looks like, playing with less batters. And I think they're just leaking too many runs here. Shot, glorious. Abhay Jotin opens the face of the bat and slices it. It was a full delivery, a tad too fast. And all he had to do was just time the ball. Yasir is not happy.
And that is the end of the 15th over. It's 138 for the loss of 2 wickets. Bring on the final 5. Zahid, 17 in his first over, is bowling to Fayaz. Full, he's gone straight down the ground. Hits the stumps at the non-striker's end. Bit of a mix-up. But ultimately, no damage done for anybody.
Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. They stick with no. Good delivery, nicely dealt with, but no runs coming out that one. Now, this is the ideal situation for Zahid. He likes to bowl with the old ball. He has a lot of control when he's bowling with the old ball. But mind you, this old ball is a lot shiny. Has that dew.
Oh, Fayaz there was trying to play the scoop. That was
You're not getting it. You're not getting it, my friend. You've changed your position and you're trying to invert and you shot. You're not getting a wide. Stand in your position. It's fine.
He was standing on the tram line and expecting the umpire to give that a wide. If you look at the position that Fayaz was in while playing that shot, he was standing on the tram line itself.
Absolutely. You got, I mean, you'll be expecting too much here. I think he needs to back his strength here, Fayaz. Played it straight back past the bowler for a single. Good start here for the final quarter.
A much better start by Zahid in his second over. Went for 17 in his first. Has conceded just one of the first 3 deliveries that he has bowled.
But, you know, we've seen that. And then the way he finishes off the over, looks like he is a different bowler altogether. A fresh new over coming after a break. I'm pretty surprised why Tauqir Riyasat was not used tonight.
Right up there, that's hit over the top. Oh, almost pulled off a blinder there. Harry Bharwal.
It's not his night. It's not his night. I would say that was an opportunity. Should have been taken. Got the jump at the wrong time. Trust me, got the jump at the wrong time there.
Well, I just think that the captain in you is being a little too harsh on him. Got a hand to it. I think he saved 4 there. 3 maybe.
Well, he saved 4, but I'm talking about his abilities to pull off these catches. Putting one hand in thin air. That's up in the air. Will stay in the air for a long time till it gets landed on the roof. Big shot from Fayaz, and he gets to his 50. What an innings. Back-to-back 50s here for Fayaz Ahmed.
Cracking shot there. It was length. It was nicely heaved away. Picked up brilliantly on that occasion. And what an innings. Time for another ball to come in. Last ball of the second over from Zahid. Fayaz on strike. What's next from him? Full outside the off stump. He squeezed that one away. Just a single still. Just 9 runs coming of that over from Zahid. 147 for 2. Ataullah back in the attack. And what a shot that is from Fayaz.
That's improvisation at its best. That is watching the ball right till the end at its best. Look at that. Short delivery. And how many times have we seen a pull scoop?
Well, whatever you want to call it, I don't want to name it at all. That was nicely struck there, where Fayaz just waited for it till the last minute. He actually had shape to play it a lot squarer, more towards long leg. But then the delivery was on his body, so he decided to play it right over the wicketkeeper's head.
Just give direction. Just let it go.
150 up. Oh, good change in pace by Ataullah. They will pick up a single. Is it any signal from the umpire? Not quite, so that's off the bat. $152 for the loss of 2 wickets. They've got 22 more deliveries. Now that's a nice shot. Good looking shot from Abhay Jotin. They will pick up 2.
In fact, they'll go for 4. This is poor stuff here from Hamid. He covered the ground pretty nicely. And look at that. Just overrunning on that occasion. Did not get both the hands down. And gets a boundary.
I just get a feeling that Pacific here are eyeing 200. They do not want to take this lightly. They know that a defeat here is not something that is going to go down well. Brilliant delivery there, and very nicely played as well.
Absolutely. What a delivery from Ataullah. Right in the block hole, on the money, as we say. Good stuff. Very, very good stuff. Short delivery, slower one though. Just getting on to that shot a tad too early for Yaz Ahmed. Very good ball. Covering things up pretty nicely here. Ataullah, tall, fast bowler, has been trusted by IGM on a consistent basis. We haven't seen Taimur Bhatti getting enough games, but he'll have to earn his position. Only if one of the other fast bowlers, they do not perform.
Shuffles across, clips it away. Straight to the fielder in the deep. 17 bowled, 159 for the loss of 2 wickets. Zahid to bowl his third. Abhay on strike, backs away, drives, and that's gone straight to the fielder, so that'll just be a single. So 17 balls to go. Can they push to 200? Is the big question here.
Not that it is not doable. 17 balls 40. Well, if you're chasing, it looks very difficult. But when you're setting a target up, it looks well within reach. Again, a heave down towards square leg. Get a single. 2 and 2 here of Zahid's third over. Expensive tonight. Things are not falling in place for Zahid, to be honest.
You saw a little bit of him in the Bukhatir League. Played a couple of games, then was taken off the 11. And, seen him play a few games here as well, but just not working out for him. Things have not been good enough, and that is not going to work out well either.
Unlucky there. Look at that. Short delivery, taking the helmet and going all the way for a boundary. Runs are flowing in here for Pacific Group. 165 for 2 after 17.3.
So Abhay batting on 47 of 34 now.
One shot of a well-deserved half-century. Shot! I mean, this is the shot of the night for me. Making room for himself, a length ball, and playing it over extra. Look at that.
Fantastic shot. Fantastic shot. Well, you said one shot of his half-century. He just did it in one shot. Moves on to 53 of 35 now. And they're really on a roll at this moment. 200 looks pretty much on here.
Absolutely. The way they are middling the ball here. Quick delivery from Zahid. Well, it wasn't a bad delivery, to be honest. It was a length ball. Usually these balls are dispatched on the onside, but the way he made room for himself, he played it towards extra. Fantastic shot there from Abhay Jotin.
Last ball of the 18th over. I think Zahid has bowled well in this spell. Just the 8 runs of this over here. Nicely played away, and they pick up a single. Now, the last 2 overs Zahid has bowled. He's been hit for a 6, but has still conceded just 9 runs each. 18 bowled, 172 for 2.
Shot, nicely picked there. Gets a boundary. Great improvisation from Abhay Jotin. And look at that. He has surpassed Fayaz Ahmed at a faster pace. All he had to do was give direction, and he gave a perfect direction to that low full toss.
That was very nicely played by Abhay there. 58 of 38.
What a shot. That's even better from Abhay Jotin. This is class. Eyeing that shorter boundary and eyeing it to perfection. No fielder there in that zone, and that goes half a dozen.
$182 for 2. Current rate of 9.93 now. To get to 200, they only need to score a 10 and over. At one stage, they needed 13 and over to do so. $64 of 39 for Abhay Jotin. What a partnership this has been. 112 runs these two have added. Full on the pads, not the right line. And the fielder in the deep will cut it off. They come back for 2.
Good stuff. Good cricket here from Abhay Jotin. Not trying to hit it hard. All he did was just place the ball in the right direction and come back for 2. Now this is overall good planning here from Abhay and Fayaz. Abhay needs to take maximum strike from the shorter end on the onside. He's doing that. He's making full use of it. Next over, Fayaz needs to do that and try to make maximum out of it. Very good strategy. This is where IGM will have a disadvantage when they come out to bat, because they do not have a left-hander today.
And he goes over the top. On the full to the fielder there, just to say, oh, coming back for 2. This is fantastic running between the wickets. Yasir Kaleem is livid.
He did not even bother to throw the ball at the stumps. Well, look at that. Abhay did not even reach there, and he departed for the second one. I think they are definitely not going to have a mid-match good briefing in the hurdle, for sure. They are just looking a very, very off IGM.
Sometimes you just don't turn up as a team, as said by Rohit Sharma. Off the outside edge. Fortune favoring the brave. Another boundary here. Ataullah having trouble.
Well, very unlucky, I would say. Not a bad delivery, but just that doesn't have that field to stop that one. Abhay moves to 72 of 42 deliveries. Just in the last 10 deliveries, he has just paced things up on a different level. 190 for 2.
The more I see him, the more I get a feeling that he is someone who can be very, very effective. Short ball is gone for the hook. Not good timing, but excellent result. Expensive over this from Ataullah comes to an end.
Look at that. Wow. Short delivery was dispatched everywhere. What an expensive over. He finishes off at 48 in his 4 overs. And Pacific Group, wow, they are right on top of things here.
Very interesting. Asif Khan given the ball to bowl the last over.
Well, he usually angles the ball in to the left-hander, but looks like he'll have a different plan. Played up-ish. Sandy keeps it down to a single.
good start to the over for Asif. Now Abhay Jotin on strike. 76 of 43 deliveries. He has been in the middle of a very, very good innings here. Not really in the middle, towards the end. 5 more deliveries to go.
And a hoik down towards mid-wicket, looking for 2. Fayaz will come back. And even the strong arm of Tawqir Riyasat won't help. And look at this miserable stuff here from IGM. They are all over the place. They are just not looking in shape. Shy at the non-striker's end. No backing up. Not sure what Harry Bharwal was doing. It's a very unusual Interglobe Marine.
Yes, you don't see them fielding this badly. That will be a wide.
Well, pleading not to give that, Asif Lala. You are not getting away from that, my friend. It's away from that tram line. Belongs to the umpire. Again, a heave down towards the onside. Hamid Khan. Shy at the non-striker's end. And he puts in a dive. Abhay Jotin. We'll have to wait and see. He thinks he has made it.
We might well have. Excellent, excellent work by Abhay Jotin.
This is commitment at its best. This is valuing every single run. And why not? If you're fresh enough to run to that freely, I think you got to put in dive and stay there. Because when you get strike, you're hitting it a lot better. Fayaz 59, in fact 58 of 42. Things have slowed down for Fayaz, but never mind. His partner has covered it up for him pretty nicely. 201 for 2. Full toss, deposited, and excellent hit there from Fayaz. They are right on top of things. Pacific Group. Brilliant stuff.
Well, they've not only gone past 200, they're looking at 215 now. Walks across and looks to go for the shot.
Well, had he slightly covered the line and played it straight, it would have been 6. Half volley delivery. Just trying to be premeditated. And I think bowler winning the battle on that occasion.
But 14 runs already of the over. They've gone past 200 once again. A score of 200 scored on this wicket. And a wide. Fayaz wanted the strike, it seems.
Well, playing with the number 3, who has steadied the ship throughout, accelerated the last. Wow, glorious. You don't need power when you have shots like this, the back of the mind. Excellent stuff here from Pacific Group. They finish at 213. Look at that. All he had to do was just glide the ball. 18 runs of the final over. And still, I do not have the answer to the question, why not Tawqir Riyasat?
Well, I have no clue either. But what a partnership this is. 143 runs between the two. And if you look at it, decent start provided by Jiju and Fahad. Abhay and Fayaz doing an excellent job, making sure that there were no further hiccups, and they finished with 213 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Well, fantastic. Nothing going right in terms of the bowling there for Interglobe Marine. Everyone going for runs except for Ahmed Shafiq. He was the man who was that lone warrior bowling at 5.5 economy and picked up those 2 wickets which fell in the game. And apart from that, no other name that has stood out. Yes, except for Shahnawaz, who bowled 2 good overs there. But then 2 bad overs has spoiled his economy as well. 13 extras in that 213. Now, how important are those extra 13 runs added here to the tally? We'll have to wait and see.
Absolutely. And it has been a very, very fine batting performance overall good start with Jiju and Fahad getting some runs on the board. Jiju playing some exquisite lofted drives. And he was not bothered about playing off the back foot either. Fahad joining the party with uppercuts. Connected that one brilliantly, and then Jiju not timing that one well enough. Rolling out to the deep. That was when Abhay dropped in the game in and he started going bang bang. Not right from the word go, he took his time to settle down. That attempted slot, he's going hayward. Then Fayaz came in. He started going berserk. Then those lovely shots came through. Abhay was playing second fiddle. Fayaz was going bang bang, and all of a sudden, Abhay, he changes gears, and Fayaz, he decides to play second fiddle. Some lovely shots by Abhay. Great use of the trees, great use of the field placement, and great use of the dimensions, especially in that last ball of the innings that Abhay played. Not this one of course was that lovely hook shot there. Yes, that's on the outside edge for a boundary. Fayaz hitting that 6. And that was the shot that I was talking about. Brilliant use of the field, brilliant use of the dimensions.
Well, overall, fantastic performance here by Pacific Group. We'll take a quick short break, but once we are back, Interglobe Marine will be having an uphill task here. They need 214 of 20 overs, and with a required run rate of 10.7 right from ball 1. We'll take a quick short break, and we'll be back with the live action from Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Stay tuned.
Welcome back after the break. 213 is what Pacific Group have scored in their 20 overs. Run chase of 214 coming through. And IGM, they definitely have the batting to pull this off. But the pressure of the run chase and the pressure of this being an important game, can they handle it is the big question.
Well, mind you, it's going to be a tough one here for both the teams. IGM, they are a pretty strong side. We know how good they are. We have to wait and see how do they start here, and who does Pacific Group rely on for their services. Pretty interesting there. Mayank Chaudhary, the man behind the stumps. Asif Lala and Hamid Khan out there in the center for Interglobe Marine.
Akif Raja has the new ball in his hands. He'll be bowling to the man in red hot form. Asif Khan has been in terrific form here. They need a start, IGM. Now if Pacific win this, the next match between IGM and TVSL becomes a direct shootout, a virtual quarter-final.
Well, again, that purely depends on what margin does Pacific win here. Purely depends on that. Because Pacific has a game to go, right? Against TVSL.
Pacific is playing its last game. So Pacific win this, they are through. And the match between TVSL and IGM, with both on 6 points, becomes a direct shootout.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I was under the impression that Pacific and TVSL are yet to play the game.
The TVSL lost their only game to Pacific. A good start here by Akif. 2 dot balls. Now Hamid at the non-striker's end, he will be wanting to get his act together. Asif Khan. Short ball pulled, nicely struck. That runs away to the fence for 4. There comes the boundary.
IGM is off the mark. If they stand a chance to, fancy or put the game in their favor, they need to get these 2 players out as early as possible. And then there is one man who is in red hot form, will follow, the captain Yasser Kaleem.
Now Asif Khan with that boundary has become the 2nd highest run getter in this tournament. And he has slashed that one. Up and over, another boundary.
All he had to do was throw bat at it, and back-to-back boundaries here for Asif. 8 for no loss. IGM.
2 more deliveries to go in this over. Started off with a couple of dot balls and then 2 boundaries on the trot. This man seems to be in some kind of form. He scored as many runs as Usman Khan has scored in 5 innings. In 3 innings. Punched. Will pick up a quick single.
Good stuff here from Asif. Ball that was not meant to be hit, it takes a single, gets Hamid on strike. Hamid is a dangerous batter too. We know that, how well he knows to hurt the opposition with his explosive batting. We'll have to wait and see whether he's able to give that sort of a start here to IGM.
Oh, that's a good shot. And he gets it past the fielder. That runs away for 4.
The ideal start that IGM was looking for. Hamid's off the mark with a boundary. Strong shot, hit with power. Forget about the technique if you can have that sort of a result with that power. 13 for no loss after the end of the first over.
Irfanullah will share the new ball. Going to be Asif Khan will be on strike. Oh, comes back in. Asif goes for that quick single.
Beautiful delivery to start off. Just dealing it at the very last moment there, Asif. Good thing that he did not commit to the shot pretty early. Many backing Interglobe Marine there. And why not? They have laid that sort of a fear in the mind of the opposition. The way, the quality of the brand of cricket that they've played throughout has been phenomenal.
But if you look at it, they're actually thin on batting today.
Absolutely. They are thin on batting. They are not batting deep tonight. So this opening pair has to click.
And Yasir Kaleem. He's gone over the top, nicely connected there. Now this man, one thing you can rest assured is that he's not going to wait around at all.
Definitely he's not. Look at that. Swung it like he's having a hockey stick and hitting that penalty stroke. 18 for no loss after 1.2. You got to be testing. You got to be testing. You can't be bowling that full here to Hamid. And I wouldn't be surprised if they get the spinner on, you know, early in the innings. Probably a Fahad Nawaz here would have been that option for Team Pacific. Again, a heave down towards mid-wicket. Now, it would be interesting to see if Jiju makes that sort of a change here in the field, pulls his mid-wicket slightly down. And exactly that's what he's doing here. He's trying to pull his mid-wicket slightly down, get him a bit squarer. And
yes, the mid-wicket was actually almost square leg there.
in fact, his square leg, he's trying to pull it down.
Excellent start to this particular over here. The single, a boundary, then a dot ball. And he goes for it. Now that fielder was brought in for this, but it still manages to land safe there.
2 runs there for Hamid. Now he's going to swing at it. I think he has that free license from Yasir Kaleem that go after it. Regardless, just go and score runs as your natural game is. And he would love to be in that sort of a zone where he's given that free hand and he throws a kitchen sink at everything. Very good start, very positive start here.
So Hamid picks up a couple of that delivery here. Irfan to bowl to Hamid. He's batting on 10 of 4 right now. Backs away and has slogged it across. That's gone the distance. Longer boundary, doesn't matter.
Look at that, one leg out of the way and managing somehow to pull it towards mid-wicket. More of a tennis ball shot there from Hamid. He's looking very dangerous with his approach. Well, they're definitely going to go berserk. They are definitely going to go berserk here.
Final delivery of the first over from Irfan coming up. And a slow delivery there, very well bowled. Looking to run it down there, gets beaten. Dot ball to finish the over. 2 overs bowl, it's 26 without loss. Oh, that's a good shot. That's a good looking shot, but straight to the fielder there. So Asif Khan batting on 10 of 7. A lot riding on him.
Well, he has been that man that backed throughout the season, Asif Khan and Yasir Kaleem. He's been in phenomenal form.
That's put away brilliantly. That will again run away to the fence. Well, one thing is certain, we are in for an entertaining run chase here.
Absolutely. I mean, I just don't understand. He has taken 2 fielders outside the off stump. One is cover sweeper. The other one is a third man, and he is sticking to the line of the stumps. What does he expect Asif Khan to just have mercy on you? I mean, that's not happening.
Well, that's nicely done, opening the face of the blade there. Running it down towards third man. Will pick up a single. (31) Without loss. Hamid batting on 16 of 6. Akif much better over this from him despite that boundary.
Here comes Akif again, the fourth ball of the over. The heave towards mid-wicket, gets a boundary. Hamid Khan's on fire. What a shot. Just taking one leg out of the way. And a smack towards mid-wicket. Hit the ball. See the ball and hit the ball. Very simple calculation.
He is just going for it. He is not bothered about anything else. He is happy to go for whatever shot that is there. .4 overs, 35 without loss. What a start. Hamid 20 of 7. This is an outstanding effort from him. He's been on top of things. And that's drilled through the covers. Result is going to be the same. This is incredible batting.
Well, they are just covering up that runs that they leaked towards the end of the innings here. At one stage, they were trying to settle things down around 185, 190. But the extra 20 odd runs that they have leaked, they have covered it up pretty nicely here. And pretty early in the innings, I'd say. Top stuff here. Akif Raja, someone who has played for the national team, that is very, very ordinary bowling.
That is drilled again. That's another boundary.
Who plays the fielders anywhere on the ground, he'll still be able to find the gap. Hamid Khan is on fire. What did he eat in the innings break is something that you want to ask him. He becomes the man of the match, Nishant. 3 overs gone, 43 for no loss.
Jiju.
Pulled in the gap, pulled powerfully, and gets a boundary. Jiju welcomed in the same fashion.
Yes, and doesn't matter whether it's Asif Khan on strike or Hamid on strike. It's just doing one thing right, and that is getting boundaries. They're not trying to hit sixes. They're happy hitting boundaries. It's been an outstanding start here, just the start that you want. 9 boundaries hit already. Full on the pads. That'll be a wide. Or will it be? Yes.
Not the ideal start here for Jiju. Pretty surprising how Jiju went with that short delivery. He doesn't back his short pitch deliveries that much. It looks like because Lala was batting without helmet, so maybe wanted to unsettle him. Here comes Jiju once again. Good delivery, very good delivery. That's the channel that Jiju loves to bowl. That's his strength. He doesn't back himself to produce express pace here. But his immaculate length is something which has been his strength over the years. Stick to that.
Full delivery this time. That has been clipped away. Nicely done. It's running away, giving it the chase. Manages to pull it back finally. They'll pick up 2.
I'm still very surprised why spinner is not been introduced here, Nishant. They have gone berserk against the fast bowlers. You probably get a Mujahid Amin and try picking up a wicket. Or maybe Fahad Nawaz wouldn't have been a bad option here from the Bukhater end. Maybe try the bigger boundary. Possibly.
I think I would have Mujahid come into bowl right away now. No point holding him back while these two run away with the game. He's your prime bowler.
And these two are their best batters. In fact, the number 3 as well. The top 3, you get rid of them. The other players are out of form. This would be the opportunity that you would want to get your best bowlers bowling at them. Mind you, there is Adil Malik as well.
Now the thing is that you actually want to get Yasir Kaleem in while the required rate is still over 10. Because he will take a little bit of time to settle down. And that is the time when you want to actually push that required rate to 11, 12. But once the required run rate is less than 10 and Yasir Kaleem comes in, he'll make it very easy. Slow delivery is hit straight down the ground. Good shot. Boundary for Hamid. He's batting on a different planet.
Well, this is ordinary stuff here. Very, very ordinary. If you're planning that sort of a delivery, get your long off behind because he is sighting the ball like a football. Hamid moves on to 32 of 10. IGM 55 for no loss here.
They're going on at 14.4 and over right now. Final delivery of Jiju's over. Slower again. Well bowled. End of the over. It's 55 without loss. Well, Adil Malik is introduced into the attack now. I still feel that Mujahid should be bowling. This is the end from where he should be bowling, is what I feel. It's going to be Asif to play, and straight away, hello, says Asif. With that, he is now the orange cap holder.
Well, you can hold that later. Now you have a job on hand. Do that for the team. The team needs you the most. What a shot there from Asif. What a welcome here to Adil Malik. Mind you, Adil Malik was supposed to play for IGM in the Bukhatar League. He had to travel, as a result did not play, but he would have been that value-add resource that they fell short of.
And that's driven handsomely through the offside. 6 and a 4 to start the over.
Well, how can they stop these two? Tell me a secret, Nishant. Please do that. You've seen a lot of cricket matches. You've commentated a lot of cricket matches. Tell me something about this.
Well, I think this is absolute blitzkrieg here, and I have a feeling that you need to have Mujahid bowling. Mujahid should have bowled this over.
That too with a longer offside boundary. Ball turning away. We saw how Ahmed Shafiq bowled in the first innings. That's how they started applying breaks there. But Adil Malik.
Now he's your best bowler. You can't be saying that he won't bowl till the power play is over. No. If the situation demands, he has to come in and bowl one over. One over of Mujahid Amin was absolutely essential.
Now if you get Mujahid Amin from the Bukhatar end, and if he gets it for runs, that's going to be a mistake.
And he goes again. It's going to be another boundary. Well, cheat code activated. Big bat.
Well, he doesn't need to activate any. Rather, it's the big ball. Siding it like a football there, Asif Khan. 36 of 16, Hamid 32 of 11. Equal contributions.
He's siding it like a football and hitting it like a golf ball. Well bowled, much better this.
That's a lot better. Now, if you had bowled this to Hamid, I'm sure he would have whacked it over mid-wicket. Slightly shorter in length. Just time for Adil Malik to use all his experience here. Conditions are not conducive here for spinners. Upish in the air, that's it straight. And that will be a boundary. What a start here for Interglobe Marine.
Didn't time it, didn't matter. Yeah, absolutely on a roll here. Now what that has done is the required rate is now almost 9 and over.
Now this is next level hitting.
Doing what England did to India.
Can you talk about it later?
Maybe just don't talk about it.
That's driven down for a single.
5 overs bowled, 74 without loss. Mohammad Mudassar is the new man in to bowl. He is going to try his luck. 41 of 19 for Asif Khan. Nicely bowled. On the money this time. .74 without loss right now, the score. On the pads this time. That has been nicely clipped away. That is running away to the fence for 4. So boundaries somehow keep coming. .45 of 21 now. This is the last over of the power play. Slow delivery this time. That's a tapped away. Will pick up a quick single. So Hamid, he hasn't got much of a strike here. 32 of 11. He hasn't got much of a strike in the last few overs, last couple of overs that is. And he gets one and he swings it across but doesn't time it. Will pick up just a single there. .46 of 22 for Khan. Strike rate of over 200. Hamid, strike rate of almost 300. That's how they roll. And that is it. Hit very well. That's gone for 6 and that's 50 for Asif Khan there. What a shot. This was looking like a good over. Is it a 6 to make it a bad one? So last ball of the over. Last ball of the power play. And he backs away, goes for the uppercut over the wicket-keeper's head. 4 runs to finish. An absolutely breathtaking power play, second only to Future Mattress in this tournament. 90 without loss in 6 overs. Magnificent batting this. Lovely shots played. berserk there, both these batsmen. Absolutely fantastic. Made batting look ridiculously easy here. Absolutely easy. Whatever has come to them has gone away to the boundary, no matter what. Still no signs of Mujahid here. Jiju continues. Looks like they're serving the match on a platter here to IGM. Unbelievable stuff, this. Jiju into his second over. Asif Khan will be on strike now. Full toss, clipped away. Easy single taken. And that is drilled away by Hamid. But straight to the fielder. And they're coming back for the second. Good running between the wickets. Excellent running between the wickets there. Hamid always wanted the second run and he got it as well. Again, right up there, that has been played away for a single. So now that the power play is over, .95 without loss, 2 more deliveries to go. And that is beautifully played by Asif Khan. Everything seems to be going his way right now.
No, not sure why Jiju is surprised. It was a full toss delivery. He could have hit it anywhere. But he's just holding on to himself, holding on to the shots. And they have the leverage of doing that because look at that required run rate. It's jumped down to 8.7. Driven handsomely, but there is fielder manning that area. They'll come back for 2. Now I'm really taken aback. Why is Mujahid Hameen held back for so long?
I have no idea. 100 up in the 7th over. Well, absolutely no idea. I just mentioned that they probably just served the match on a platter. to Interglobe Marine. So now Mujahid Hamid has been finally given the ball, but I have a feeling he's bowling from the wrong end.
What will happen is he'll try to fire it to the stumps and probably increase their straight hitting arc, which Asif Lala, Hamid, they both like to go. Probably should have been introduced from the SCA end. I think miscalculation at its best.
Full toss this time, that has been played away for a comfortable single.
A game where IGM should have been put under pressure. They have released it by poor bowling selection in the power play. What were they expecting? They're going to do the TikTok game? Well, they were going to go berserk. You had to have plans against that. Heave towards mid-wicket. And the field are doing an excellent job in the deep. And they'll manage to come back for 2. Now, this looks like that India-England game. Even after putting a decent total on board, they're just going berserk. Not sure who's the Joss Butler here and who's the Alex Hales.
Well, India probably posted a decent total, but this is a brilliant total. That's swept again, this time very nicely done. That will run away to the fence for 4.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you don't use your resources properly. You let the momentum switch, and then even your good bowlers get hit for runs.
Just not going right at the moment.
I still feel that Jiju could have planned things up a bit better. Look at that required run rate, 8.5. Now they require at least 2 to 3 good overs here to pull things back. That's heaved, and heaved in the gap. 1 bounce and a boundary. No stopping this onslaught here from IGM openers. They are going berserk.
Yes, that was again nicely done there. Full toss. That's what, the third full toss is bowled in this over out of 5 balls? 2 definitely, I remember.
Third full toss. Pulled and pulled in the gap for a boundary. 16 runs coming off it from Mujahid's over. Hamid brings up his 50. Bad up, says the dugout. What a start here for IGM. In a matter of 8 overs, they have pulled the deficit down under 100.
Full, that has been squeezed out by him. Very nicely done. Another boundary added to the tally.
Now they are getting boundaries risk-free. Look at that. He's hitting boundaries with an insurance policy. Playing it in the perfect area. Don't find fielders there. This is clinical performance here from Asif Khan and Hamid. The Khan duos are doing it for IGM. Well, look at the amount of options that they have. They were a bit thin on their batting tonight. But still, they had to get 213. They got that start, backed their abilities. Sandeep's not in form. Hamid promoted. He started performing. That has been carved towards extra cover. 2 and 2 here. Jiju has been taken for plenty of runs here. Over pitched, and you're not getting away from that, my friend.
Yes, what a nice strike that was. Jiju has conceded 31. Hamid has got to his 50 of just 20 balls. Asif Khan, 72 of 30. "21 fours, 3 sixes. Has been a ruthless run chase.
Ruthless, the right word. Again, a thick outside edge. Ball will fly all the way for a boundary towards third man. And he has no answers to this onslaught. Look at that.
Now they lose this. Pacific. TVSL wins against IGM in the next match. Pacific are out.
Now, that's a big question to ask. IGM, with the way they are batting, with the way they are playing, will TVSL be able to pull it off against IGM?
I just get a feeling that it's very difficult to choose between these three sides.
Well, the way Pacific is playing tonight, I would say, just keep them aside.
That will be a wide. So it's 4-4-4 wide. That's the over for Jiju. The only thing that you would really come out of this match is probably we get to go home early.
Well, I would still prefer to see a nail biter. When you have 213 on board, you don't want to see a dead rubber. You do not want to see a one-sided game. You want to see it go right to the wire. That's it, within that tram line. For a change, a dot ball. Jiju into his fifth ball. And again, a pretty surprising decision there. I was expecting Adil Malik to come and bowl this over. Up in the air, chance. Goes down.
Well, let's just say it's not Pacific's night tonight.
Tonight's not going to be a good night. It was almost taken.
Doesn't matter if it's Friday night.
Well, we have seen similar turnarounds of events, how they have been seesaw games. Especially look at that game against the game Pacific played against TVSL. They were cruising at one stage and suddenly they collapsed.
Good shot. But the fielder in the deep will cut it off. They will pick up 2. But what a dangerous opening pair this is. 9 overs bowled, 133 without loss. None for 30 in 2 overs. Akif is back in the attack.
Well, the story pretty much remains the same here with every over passing by. The required run rate is coming down. The run rate achieved is going up. Yes, power play is over, but the power play intent is still out there. Execution even more better.
Because now they just don't have to worry about anything. Just go bang, bang. And then look at getting a brilliant, brilliant net run rate to ensure even if they lose against Vision Shipping, it doesn't matter.
Absolutely. Now, you know what this situation makes me think here. 9 overs, 133. Hamid consistent. Asif Khan, no chance of moving him in his position. Feel sad for Sandy. Not sure if he's even allowed to think to come out to open.
Well, he got a couple of chances, didn't he? Well, that's how it works in modern day cricket. You get a couple of chances, you have to grab them with both hands. Hamid did that.
Absolutely. I mean, he's been phenomenal. Kind of touch and with the kind of approach that he comes out to, it adds a lot of value to the team as a whole. The combination plays well, and a very interesting field setup here. Very interesting. All 4 men on the leg side are on the boundary. Look at the threat.
Good delivery. Good slow delivery. And talking about grabbing opportunities with both hands, look at Alishan Sarafu. Got an opportunity to open. Got a 30 ball 100. Remove him from the opening slot if you can.
Well, there would still be experiments that would come through when Future Mattress is playing. I mean, they keep shuffling around with things. But now Alishan Sharfu, I think he's traveling with the squad as well. So we might not see him play.
Slapped away. But there is a fielder in the deep, just a single. Oh, then Rohan Mustafa and Alishan Sharafu both traveling.
Future Mattress, things look, Future's not looking safe. Ashwant Walthappa traveling.
So 3 openers, all 3 of them traveling then.
Absolutely. Someone will have to travel to open the innings for Future Mattress in the future games. Not sure how their combination is going to be, but here comes Akif.
Oh, there is the wicket.
Catch practice to Mayank Chaudhary. Was looking cheeky there, Asif Khan. Slower delivery, was taken aback. And Akif strikes.
He's got a couple of boundaries playing that shot to Jiju. But this time, it was a little too close to the body to play really. And that is why it went straight to the keeper and not wide of him.
Well, more importantly, he was taken aback by the slowness of that ball. Felt like he almost committed, and then he had to hold back and then glide it. Glided it too fine. Asif Khan making his way back to the pavilion. IGM lose their first wicket at the mark of 135. But what a knock. Excellent knock there. Out for 78 of 35. And at the halfway mark almost, IGM are cruising towards victory. Well, a waiver delivery here to Yasir Kaleem. One bounce call there by the umpire. Right down the leg side. Now, can they pull things here? Playing it late towards the third man, and will get a single there. Is there still some juice left in the game? Can Pacific pull things out back here? Mind you, we spoke about IGM being slightly thin on their batting, but the way they have batted doesn't seem like they are low on their batting. But if we look on the papers, Yasir is out there, Hamid is out there, Sandeep Singh to follow, Tawqir Riyasat, Shahnawaz Khan. Good delivery, and that's going to be called as a no ball. That's the second one. That's the second bouncer. The bowler was warned once. This was the second one. And whenever we see, Pacific group trying to bounce back in the game, they just try to find ways in order to give the momentum to the opposition. Heave towards a long leg and gets a boundary. Well, whatever he strikes, he gets maximum out of that. Hamid is playing a blinder here. He is continuing his onslaught. It was a free hit, a gift on offer, and welcoming it with both the hands there. 10 overs, halfway mark. IGM are cruising towards a historic victory. 142 for 1. 72 more to get of 60 deliveries. And look at that required rate. Exactly half of what the rate that they have achieved. Here comes Mujahid Amin, playing off the back foot towards extra cover now. A very interesting field position here. New man in. He is letting the singles flow easily. Not sure the idea behind that. This is the phase wherein you want to have as many dot balls as possible with your main man bowling there. Good delivery, very good delivery. He's taken the square leg, in fact the fine leg to the offside, and not sure why is he still keeping that area where they can get easy singles, that short extra cover. In the air, chance, but will collect it on bounce there, Adil Malik. Flat batted straight shot there from Hamid. He still wants to score at a brisk pace. And Mujahid on the go here. Playing off the back foot straight to the fielder. They need to apply pressure here. They need to apply pressure. Get a slip in place. Push the opposition on the back foot. Try to increase this deficit. Good delivery, very good delivery from Mujahid. You got to be backing your premium bowler, your bowler that leads from the front. He was captaining the side, and pretty strange that he's not leading the team. 144 for one. Ball to go in the 11th. And he goes through. What a delivery. Yasir Kaleem, clean bowl. What a ball. A bit too lazy there. What a delivery from Mujahid Amin. Brilliant. Well, you need a special delivery to get a special batter who is in special form out and sending back to the pavilion. Is there anything left in this game, Nishant?
Well, don't be surprised if we see something. 11 overs bowled, 144 for 2. They need 70 to win in 9 overs. This should be interesting now. Adil into the attack now. Hamid cuts it away straight to the fielder. Leg spinner from the other end. This should be interesting. Now, if they can somehow manage to get rid of Hamid, this should be game on. Hamid has hammered it again straight to the fielder. Another dot ball. Now, for a player like Hamid, I don't think dot balls go down too well. Shortish delivery, slog sweep attempted, inside edge onto the pads. They will get a single. That brings Sandeep into the middle here. Good opportunity for Sandeep as well. Beautiful delivery. Soft hands, wanted a single, sent back. Appeal for a run out. Umpire doesn't seem interested. Sandeep is not happy. He thought the single was on. Me trying to explain it to him. And it was going straight to the fielder. And it was his danger end as well. His call to refuse. Beautiful delivery. Fired in quicker by Adil Malik there. And even before Sandeep could think about running it down, it went through to the wicketkeeper. and almost chopped it back onto the stumps. Single there, he's off the mark. That is the end of the over. 12 overs bowled, 146 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Well, had it been Fahad Nawaz there, he would have definitely gone for that catch. 100% sure, either Fahad Nawaz or Ansh Tandon. Up in the air, chance! And taken! Do we have a match on here? Nishant Hamid walks back.
Well, this is absolutely fantastic stuff. Going for the slog sweep there, not connecting it well enough.
Look at the excitement. Well, this is immaturity. I would say this is immaturity from Hamid Khan. Now, this was the time he would have shown his resistance not to be so. He departs. Mujahid strikes. This is why he's the premium bowler of the team. The lead bowler of the side. And one of the finest left-arm spinners. Back-to-back wickets here from Mujahid. I won't be surprised if they get a slip fielder here for Tawqir, who likes to play towards covers. When with the ball spinning, you need a slip. You definitely need a slip. And looks like they have got one. I can see the shadow there. And here is Tawqir on strike. Playing it late. Look at that. Smile's back. One good positive thing here. Smile is back within the team huddle.
$147 for 3 right now. 3 more deliveries to go in this over. Beautiful delivery. Almost playing it back. Two more deliveries to go in this over from Mujahid. Tawqir on strike. That's nicely played. Will pick up a single. The required rate now is 9.1. It was almost 7.5 runs per over. And look at what 3 wickets and a couple of good overs have done.
This is what big score can do to you. One more good over I'm anticipating here from maybe from Adil. Wanting to go for that quick single there. 148 for 3 after 13.
He goes for the big shot here, hasn't timed it, and taken by Mujahid.
Pathetic shot there from Tokir. Nowhere in position to play that shot, away from the body. And that's the end of another wicket. 148 for 4. Collapse on offer here.
Tokir Riyasat departs for 1 of 4. 4 down now. This match is getting interesting. Hazrat Luqman is the new man in. He can be dangerous.
Well, expecting a one that comes in to the right-hander. A wrong one from Adil Malik. A flipper from him is even more dangerous. Get one through. I won't be surprised.
There's the quicker one. Nicely punched away, single taken.
Well, what kind of shot did Tokir play? I am just failing to understand. Unbelievable shot at that stage.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely unbelievable.
Now, these are those moments in the game of cricket you don't get often to, seal it for the team and prove your worth that you are a very good batsman.
Flattish this time, flicked away, nicely done. And a fumble there. They're coming back for 2. Good running between the wickets.
Now, excess of anything is not good. That's what we see. Aggression coming through from Akif. And leaking that extra run. Nicely played. Very well played there by Sandeep. He needs to play with a lot of resistance here. 63 to get off 38. Look at how the pendulum has swung here.
Beautiful delivery. Turn, bounce, everything on offer now.
Now when momentum switches, everything seems to be a beauty. Well, what a seesaw of a game.
It's been a brilliant game. After the start that they got. That's cut away nicely. And that will run away to the fence for 4. Sandeep gets a boundary. It was flattish and outside the off stump, little bit of room. And cut away beautifully there. Good finish to the over. 155 for 4.
What a shot in the gap. And Hazrat Luqman has unleashed. He is out with a purpose and he is trying to fulfill that. Captain has given him a clear message. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Mujahid Amin tosses it up even more, but wide outside the off stump. Hazrat Luqman will still go for it, and that is the moment where you'll get a top edge.
This last over for Mujahid, whatever damage has to be done in this over.
No batters here to follow, except for Shahnawaz. You have Ataullah, you have Harry Bharwal, you have Ahmed Shafiq. Consider this as the last recognized pair.
That's the one that you're talking about, is it? It's straight. And it's gone the distance. What a shot.
Now, this was miscued, but this is Pathan power for you. Hits it with tremendous power, getting the Q end of the bat. But I think you need to keep tossing it up. You've got to be doing that.
It's like you're just trying to purchase a wicket here. But that boundary and the 6 and that boundary of the previous over from Sandeep, what that has done is it has really brought down the required rate once again, and that's hammered straight down the ground by Hazrat.
I don't like that approach from Mujahid. You've got to keep tossing it up. You need to pick wickets to win the game. You're not going to win the game by letting them play 20 overs. Maybe they play 20 overs, but you need to get at least 2 wickets now in the matter of next 3 overs.
Yeah, that's more like it. But I don't think Sandeep is going to take a chance.
He should not. If he is wise, he should not.
Brilliant.
Almost through. Getting the bat at the right last moment there, Sandeep. Ball to go in his final spell, and mind you, he went for 17 runs in the first over. And what a comeback from Mujahid. He's brought life to this game. Again a heave, but there is a fielder there. We'll keep it down to a single. End of 15, 168 for 4.
Hazrat Luqman on strike, Adil to bowl, flattish, oh! Outside the leg stump though, just a single.
Well, these are the runs that you need to stop. As a fielder, you need to be on your toes. You can't be waiting. The ball will come, I will go and pick it up and throw it. If there is a chance, no, those need to cut off. There has to be a change in the entire attitude of how you're going to be approaching this game.
And he has gone for it. I think he has connected it well. Yes, he has. Good shot by Sandeep. Showing his worth as a finisher as well.
That's what I just said. Tokir had that opportunity to stick around with Sandeep and not makes things difficult for the team, but unfortunately failing. Don't get these opportunities in such a big team when you have your top 3 in the red hot form.
Beautifully bowled and very well played as well. Quick single take and good running between the wickets.
Well, I think they need to have that sort of a football formation out there when you're standing 3 fielders on the offside, behind square. The one standing at the backward point need to come in closer and cut down that gap which a batsman can cut and get a boundary through that gap. And also, what that does is it cuts down the probability of batsmen rushing for singles.
Oh, beautifully bowled there.
Looks like Lukman is in the mood to finish the game off in this over itself. Last ball of Adil Malik's spell.
That's cut away very firmly, but straight to the fielder. Just a single there. That is still a delivery to go, in fact.
Beg your pardon, ball to go here. Sandeep's on strike. Will he take a chance? Required run rate is at 9.1. One good over from here can put the game in balance. Brilliantly bowled. But that wicket that Adil was looking for, he unfortunately could not get that. 16 overs gone, IGM 178 for 4. A very interesting field setup here. Backward point. Played it straight, played it upish. All the way for a 6.
Well, a huge hit there from him. That goes all the way. What a strike. $183 for the loss of 4 wickets. Excellent strike from Hazrat Lukman there.
Well, I'm not sure what Mudassir was expecting there by bowling on that in that zone. Very mediocre bowling. $31 to get of 23. Now this should be easy for IGM unless and until they just give away their wickets easily.
Hazrat batting on 19 of 9 now. Excellent striking.
And that's made a difference here. Trust me, that has made a difference. The wicket of Tawqir, I felt that they have lost control over the game. But trust me, the way Lukman has come out and batted these situations, and he had nothing to lose, to be honest. He was given the free hand, go and play out. We still have a batter out there in the form of Shahnawaz.
Just 19 of 9. So what a welcome to the bowling crease to Mudassar for his second spell.
Well, again, pretty surprising that why Fahad Nawaz wasn't chosen as an option. When the spinners did really well. He's a left-arm spinner. Slicing it towards cover. There is a chance. Fielder does a good job there. Abhay Jotin gets 2.
That was a good stop in the deep.
Well, Mudassar, the new recruit for Team Pacific Group, part of future mattress in the previous tournament. But change of teams hasn't brought change of fortunes for him. Played it upish in the air, and that's gone all the way.
Hazrat Lukman, what a shot!
What power! Unbelievable. The ball was sliced up. I thought that there was a chance there for the fielder, but only to get the ball from outside the ropes. Look at the equation now. He has turned the tables around. 23 to get off 21.
3 more deliveries to go in this over. This is turning out to be another important over. And he goes for it again, this time over the wicket-keeper's head. It's going to be another boundary.
Nightmare for Mudassar. Well, they pull things back and they give it away so easily. That Pacific Group.
"19 of 20, less than a run a ball. Hazrat Lukman, what a knock, 31 of 12. Very crucial innings this from him.
195 for 4. I mean, you got a feel for that innings from Abhay Jotin and Fayaz. Again, hit back straight. And just a single. Will Sandy stick around, or will he try to go for the glory?
Well, I think right now the wise thing to do should be to stick around. That's what I believe. Sandy might have other ideas. You've seen Hazrat Lukman bat brilliantly. Might want to hit a few. Beautiful delivery. Goes right through him there. That's the end of the over. 17 bowled, 196 for 4.
Well, I think if the game is slipping away, you might have to do in a gamble. Give one over to Fahad Nawaz. Maybe he pulls things back. Maybe he pulls things back. But captain has other thoughts here. He goes for himself, trying to find some success and trying to find some juice out of this game.
He's got just 1 over, none for 39. So Hazrat on strike, 32 of 13, slow ball. That has been clubbed away towards the fielder at deep square.
What a game. What a game, Nishant. Don't see such seesaw of games here in Sharjah Cricket Stadium. 200 and in excess of 210 runs, 214 to be precise. Getting chased. That sort of a start from the Khan duo of IGM.
Comes down the track, flicks it away, Sandeep. They run a ball. That's what you need to do. Even if one of these two gets out, they've got Shahnawaz Khan, who is very good at run a ball.
Well, he's a lot better than run a ball. It's just that he hasn't got enough opportunities to prove himself. But would be the go-to man if a wicket falls here. So that's a good thing. They have a recognized batter out there still. Again a heave towards a square leg. Just be a single. Desperately need wickets here. Not wicket, wickets.
Yes, 2 of them.
Minimum. If they want to pull things back or if they want to take it right to the wire. 15 or 15, I think they have enough resources to get that.
Comes down the track, looks to flick it away, inside edge onto the pads. And quick single taken, good running between the wickets there.
Well, look at how Hazrat Luqman has turned out to be a batter more than a bowler now. He's more dangerous batter than he was as a bowler in this particular match. He's been fantastic.
Slow delivery this time. That has been put away towards the onside. Another single taken, so 200 coming up of the previous delivery.
No, I think Sandeep would probably want to find a boundary from somewhere. I feel, my instincts say that he would probably go for a shot. And try to put that deficit under in the single digit. He held on to his nerves pretty well.
Last ball of Jiju's over, the best that he has bowled. Oh, just as I say that, he slips one down the leg side, that'll be a wide.
He came down the track, had that intent, but drifting down. And IGM, they need 12 of 13.
Sandeep on strike. Easy pickings, running the first one hard. Will look for 2. Will get it. Yes, Jiju fails to collect. And Sandeep collects 2. That is the end of the over then.
10 to get of 2.
Overs.
Akif Raja. Change of ends for him. He is coming in from the SCA end. Well, what a game of cricket. Pendulum kept swinging, not until the 12th over. After that, it just kept swinging in favor of Pacific Group, and then suddenly a couple of choices that were made incorrectly.
I get a feeling with the winter slowly but steadily creeping in, dew is also coming into play. And that's a terrible delivery. It's been called a wide.
Well, it's down the leg side, but I just felt that it was over the body of Hazrat Luqman because he switched his position. $205 for 4, 9 to get of 12. Here comes Akif. Oh, he swung that hard. Hazrat Luqman, he swung that hard. Swung it on 11th of November. Ball came on 12th. 205 for 4. 11 balls, 9 to get.
Hazrat batting on 35 of 17. Very crucial cameo coming in from him. Oh, that's gone straight up in the air. And it goes over the head of the fielder there, Adil Malik. They pick up a comfortable 2. One shot away from leveling the scores.
Look at how lucky he has been there, Hazrat Luqman. When he strikes them, it hits the bottom of the bat but has enough power to go all the way. And when it doesn't have enough power, the fielder is not there. 7 to get of 10. Luqman on strike, 37 of 18 deliveries. What a crucial knock.
Nicely flicked away on the pads. That was very well played by Hazrat Luqman. Single taken. Now they're one shot away from winning. So last moments of the game here. Sandeep on strike. Will he want to finish it now? Short ball is pulled it away. Nicely struck. But straight to the fielder. Again an opportunity here for Hazrat Luqman to try and go for the big shot. What a knock it has been from Hazrat Luqman. Really turned things around again after that little bit of a collapse. 38 of 19. And he goes straight back past the bowler. Normally that's straight. It's always a boundary, but good stop by Adil Malik there. Just a single. Last ball of the 19th over. Just get a feeling that I'll have to stop saying win the toss and bat first now. Because we've noticed in the last few days, chasing has definitely come along. And teams have managed to arrest slides to chase successfully. Back to the bowler. Takes it to the last over. The 19 bowled, 210 for 4. 4 needed of 6 balls. So final over of the game coming up. It's going to be Irfan to bowl here. Oh, right up in the block hole, doesn't matter. Some part of the bat there. It's a boundary to finish things off. Hazrat Luqman fittingly has got the boundary and has wrapped things up here. That is how they finish it. This has been a brilliant run chase. Now the start that they got that ensured that despite losing those 4 wickets when the 2 spinners were on a roll, they've managed to win this quite comfortably in the end. It was an absolutely breezy start there at the top. Asif Khan and Hamid Khan, they just went berserk. 78 of 35 for Asif, 61 of 31 for Hamid. Then there was a little bit of a slump after Akif picked up that wicket of Asif Khan. And then Mujahid and Adil bowled some very good, very tight overs. But after that, Sandeep and Hazrat got together and ensured there were no further hiccups. As far as the bowling was concerned, everybody got the stick. Far too many runs conceded. Adil and Mujahid, they somehow managed to be in single digits. Others went for runs in double digits. That's the story of the game. Interglobe Marine won the toss, invited Pacific to bat first. They got 213 for the loss of 2 wickets in their 20 overs. Thanks to a fine knock by Abhay and, of course, Fayaz, that unbeaten partnership between them. But in reply, an absolute blitzkrieg there from the Interglobe Marine batsmen ensured that they won the game by 6 wickets with 5 balls to spare. That's the match coming up tomorrow. Future Mattress take on Karwan Cricket Club. And of course, it is going to be a game in which Future Mattress would just want to win and be unbeaten in the tournament. We'll be back with all the action from that game. But for now, we'll dive into a break. When we come back, we'll have the post-match presentation with Asim.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the post-match presentation of the SkyExchange.net CBFS T20 League Season 2 powered by FanCode. Now, I would like to thank all our sponsors who have supported us to make this event a successful one. Our title sponsor, SkyExchange.net, our streaming partner, FanCode, event partner, TCM, toss partner, Arba Sports Services, rsouk.com, who's our associate sponsor, Toyom Sports Limited, who's our support sponsor, and our merchandising partner, 7 Districts. Now, this was the 28th game of the tournament where IGM took on Pacific Group. It was almost a must-win game, I would say, for Pacific Group, having put tremendous runs on board, 214 put on board there, and unfortunately could not defend that runs, courtesy to some excellent batting here by the IGM batters. In the post-match presentation, I have the match referee here, Tehseen Javed. Now, who will be first handing over the orange cap to Asif Lala for scoring 345 runs already in this tournament. Congratulations, Asif. And Asif, stay back because he is also our man of the match for scoring 78 runs of 35 balls. And he'll be getting a gift hamper from rsouk.com. And we'll also get a discount voucher of 20% for all the products purchased from rsouk.com. आसिफ, क्या कहें इस शानदार बारी के बारे में, क्या कहेंगे, क्या प्लान से गए थे आज?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। सबसे पहले अल्लाह का शुक्र है हमारी टीम जीती है, तो मेरे हर लम्हा यही कोशिश होती है कि मेरी परफॉर्मेंस से मेरी टीम जीते। तो बैक ऑफ माइंड कहीं ना कहीं यही चल रहा था। टारगेट को हमने बोदर नहीं किया जिस तरह की हमारी स्ट्रेंथ है, तो कोशिश ये थी कोडिंग द प्लान खेलें, और पावर प्ले में हमारा प्लान था कि हम 80-90 करें, उसमें हम सक्सेस हुए। उसके बाद हमने कोशिश की नॉर्मल क्रिकेट खेलें, तो अल्लाह ने उसमें कामयाब किया।
कहीं ना कहीं आज आप लोग की बैटिंग भी कम लग रही थी, कमज़ोर तो नहीं कहूँगा, कम लग रही थी, क्योंकि जिस तरीके से विष्णु भी नहीं है, सीपी रिजवान भी नहीं थे, तो कहीं ना कहीं बैटिंग भी डाउन थी। तो कहीं ना कहीं उस चीज़ का प्रेशर था आपके दिमाग में?
ऑफकोर्स ज़ाहिर है वो सारे नेशनल ड्यूटी के लिए गए हैं, तो पहले तो उन सबको गुड लक मेरी तरफ से और मेरी टीम की तरफ से। तो ये चीज़ हमारे माइंड में थी, मैंने और अमीन ने यही प्लान किया था एटलीस्ट 10 ओवर हम खेलें। इंशाल्लाह अगर हम 10 ओवर खेलेंगे, हमें इतनी एबिलिटी है कि हम 130 करेंगे। तो 140 प्लस चला गया, तो फिर एवरेज 7.5-8 पे आ गई, थोड़ा नॉर्मल हो गया। लेकिन यही क्रिकेट की खूबसूरती है, फिर बैक टू बैक विकेटें गिर गई, फिर मैच को लुकमान ने जिस तरह से एंड में जाके फिनिश किया, तो एक अच्छी टीम की यही निशानी।
चलिए एक बात बताएं कि लुकमान की जैसे आपने बात की है, लुकमान का बैटिंग कोच कौन है आजकल?
नहीं, बैटिंग कोच तो कोई नहीं है। जैसे टॉस हुआ तो हमने उसको पहले ही आज बता दिया था क्लियर कट कि आज आप एज ए बैट्समैन खेल रहे हो, आपका ये रोल है। तो जो उसको हमने रोल दिया है तो वो उसमें कामयाब हो रहा है, हर जगह परफॉर्म कर रहा है।
चलो माशाल्लाह, बहुत अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस रही है। एक इंपॉर्टेंट मैच था, मस्ट विन गेम था। अगले मैच में आपके लिए प्रेशर खासकर कम होगा, लेकिन इस विकेट के बारे में बताएं, क्या किस तरीके से खेल रही है विकेट? क्योंकि काफ़ी अजीब व गरीब किस्म का बिहेवियर होता है अक्सर, कभी बॉल ऊपर रहती है, कभी नीचे रहती है। कितना डिफिकल्ट होता है एज अ बैट्समैन खेलना?
देखिए आसिम भाई, मैं हमेशा एक चीज़ पे बिलीव करता हूँ, अगर जो आपके पैक शॉट है वो आपको कभी भी नहीं रोकना चाहिए, आपको अटैक करना चाहिए। देखिए जब आप बॉलर पे अटैक करते हैं तो बॉलर बैकफुट पे जाता है, वो अच्छे बॉल को भी आप मैनेज कर लेते हैं। जैसा कि आपने देखा, मैं आउट हुआ, एक और आउट हुआ, उसके बाद ऐसे लगने लगा ये वो पिच ही नहीं है, डिफरेंट पिच है। तो आपको एज ए प्लेयर पॉजिटिव रहना पड़ता है। अगर आप नेगेटिव खेलेंगे तो आपके लिए मुश्किल होगा, कोई भी कंडीशन हो। जब आप पॉजिटिव माइंड के साथ जाएंगे, मुश्किल से मुश्किल कंडीशन भी होगी, आप रन्स करेंगे।
चलिए, ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट, माशाल्लाह बहुत अच्छी इनिंग्स खेली आपने। गुड लक फॉर द नेक्स्ट गेम।
थैंक यू आसिम भाई, जज़ाकल्लाह खैर।
Well, so that's it from this game here at Sharjah Cricket Stadium. But stay tuned again. It's a double-header. It's a Saturday double-header here coming in from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, where Future Mattress will take on Karwan Cricket Club. And in the second game the other night, it's going to be IGM that takes on TVSL, where it's going to be a must-win game for TVSL in order to stay in the live in the tournament. But more importantly, Pacific Group will be watching that because they'll be backing IGM to win that game so that they can sneak through. That's it from here. This is Asim Sheikh signing off on behalf of the entire commentary box and the production team. Stay tuned. Have a very good night and a good sleep.